front. A look there at Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go on this cold afternoon in Chicago. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer. Out of Colorado, Deion's son, Shedeur Sanders.
I'm not sure there was a more heralded player at the quarterback position, Mike, regardless of where they were drafted, than Shedeur Sanders coming out of Colorado. I mean, he was the story of the year, him in prime. Now the question is, can he bring that efficiency and explosiveness that we saw on Saturdays? Can he find that groove and rhythm in the NFL? I think all the talent is there. How does he adapt to the NFL game? How does he adapt to being the face of an NFL franchise? I think if he can manage all of those things, I think on the field, he has all the talent you need to be successful at quarterback in the NFL. Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They go with the rookie out of Ohio State, Quinshon Judkins. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Now Sanders on third and long. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So on fourth down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The number one pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
So although his rookie season didn't go exactly according to plan, the best thing that happened, Mike, was he started all 17 games. And I know there were some ups and some downs. He's got a new regime now, new stability, new head coach. And I think it's going to allow all of his physical talent we saw coming out of college that made Caleb Williams the number one overall pick. I think it's going to let it shine. Because there is no question. When this guy is in the right system with the right play caller, he is as talented and as productive as any quarterback we've seen come out of the draft in the last couple years.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 4. Thrown quickly. That's more on the RPO. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They'll put Loveland in motion. A play fake. Now Williams. Moving outside the pocket.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 1. They'll go play action here with Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Smith. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
33-yard line.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not, and it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
Down inside the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A big-time play for the Bears. 31 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Williams. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. Off play action. Here's Williams. He's got it at the 3. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal. Monungai. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter as they think about what they want to do here on 4th and goal. They'll go. It's Swift. And he barrels his way into the end zone. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. A return now from the 4. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. They go play action now with Sanders. A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw. His guys have a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it once more with Judkins. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. He's able to pick up the first down.
1st and 10 now from the 36. On the ground, here's Dylan Sampson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Loss of a yard.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
From the gun, it's Shador. That's over the middle and caught by Judy. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Bears offense ready for their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and a yard. Another run here. Another run by Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Soldier Field. following this. On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. On 4th down, the Bears send out their second-year man, Torrey Taylor, to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This brought in out past the 20. And it was right down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Browns offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And their 2 drives so far not good. Punt, lost fumble. Trying to make amends here on drive number 3. That is caught out wide on the RPO. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Now, this is something that we typically see out of maybe a more veteran quarterback, not necessarily a rookie, but just having a really nice sense of game management, throw the ball away, and live for the next down.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Sanders. Open man, and that's Tillman. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The Bears offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift, and he'll get about 5.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. They'll keep it on the ground here again, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and crew thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports, and we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just 1 touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one, likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Devin Bush getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play-action fake. Nobody bid on it, and quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the snack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On 2nd down, it's Williams. The pressure's going to get there again. He's forced down once more.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that one thrown away to the sideline. It's incomplete. It was a frustrating series. It'll bring up 4th down.
Needless to say, there aren't many plays on the call sheet for that down and distance, so instead of doing something crazy and forcing a ball into coverage, he realizes that primary read wasn't there, throw this ball away, and puts an end to this drive.
A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Sanders. In trouble, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Now, Sanders. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is brought in. And he will score. Isaiah Bond. Touchdown, Browns. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and through. And the Browns will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. A good return as he takes it across the 30. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On first down, it's Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Rayshawn Jenkins, this time on the stop.
At the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Swift. They're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, Chicago.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the give, it is Manunga. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
An injured player on the field, and that is Myles Garrett being tended to. They cannot lose him. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll go big, 3 tight ends in the formation for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Swift, and he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
They'll try and throw, and here's Williams. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone, and incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal.
And the best offense on 3rd downs, Mike, is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. A gain there of 15. It's a Browns 1st down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
It's a jet sweep, and it's Judy. Some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
On 2nd down, Sanders. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Complete to Jerry Judy. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. Now, Shador. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
And we got a big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
3rd down and 9. To throw is Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. He's got it! And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Santos for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bears will get out in front 17-7.
17. Browns 7.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Browns offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Sanders to throw. Here's a screen set up for Judkins. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Brady Jarrett getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
And the crowd a major factor now as we get to 3rd down. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's the 2nd. And they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. That's caught. It's Dylan Sampson. And he's close to another 1st down. This is brought down just shy of the marker. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now, and they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. It is 2nd and a yard. Sanders going to throw again. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions, and I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs, because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there. You're not going to get away with that consistently in the NFL. Throw it away. Really nice job here by the young quarterback. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
Down to a knee goes Williams. And that should wrap this baby up. So this one in the win column for the Bears. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. And in the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.